Hi guys, Rhonda without an H here with you again. Oh my goodness, I have missed you so much. Did you miss me? Oh, please say you did. It has just been crazy with the Christmas holidays and such, and it's great to be back. Okay, so my first video of 2019 is kind of a fun little how to make some embellishments for your journals, for your pockets, whatever it is that you might be creating. And I have to say, well, let's see, let's come a little closer so you can see. I got this idea from watching one of Gayle Agostinelli's videos. I love her. And if I'm butchering your name, Gayle, please forgive me. Anyway, I'll put her link so you can go and check her out. She's fabulous. So, the idea is to create some small little embellishments that you can easily just put on a page, put on a pocket as cute little decoration that you don't have to go to the creating at the time. Because as you know, when we're in the zone and we're doing, sometimes it's really frustrating to stop what you're doing and to go ahead and create, whether it's paperclip embellishments, whether it's done with bobby pins, whatever it might be for little tuck spots and pockets and whatnot. We all enjoy, or a lot of us, and those of you that don't, that's cool. Maybe you'll find something you like here. So I want to show you, I was inspired by Gayle, as I said, and I had a bunch of stuff out that I was kind of cleaning up from a recent project, and I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a go. So I did. Now what I want to do to kind of show you, and I'll show you how I make mine, but first of all, see the little, I have like a little formula for mine. I have like a base, whether these are just leftovers from file folders, and it's got that nice manila color, or the vanilla, and they have a nice thickness, sturdiness to them. But you can also use book pages, scrapbook with your scrapbooking papers, in your pads, and I have a few of those too. So I use a base, and then I take other little papers, like this has dictionary pages. This has from a German book that I had gutted and used the cover. I've got these wonderful pages that I work with. Just some thin, this is deli paper. Let's see, can we get a crinkle? We do, a teeny bit. Okay, that counts, guys. Some lace, leftover laces, and fabrics, just little bits and bobs of things. Look, this is just left over from trimming, on a journal that I was working on, some of the pages off, and look how cool that is. I mean, it's hard to throw things away, you guys, seriously. So anyway, this is what we're going to do. And as I was thinking about this and getting into it, I had the idea that I wanted to show you another fun thing. For instance, this little pansy, I have fussy cut it out, which fussy cutting is just a quilter's term of just cutting around a design in fabric, and I say we can use it for paper. Of course we can. And I spent quite a bit of time on my computer printing out small free images, or those that I have purchased from other sites, and making very small images so that I could use them for these embellishments. And it was fun but it took quite a bit of time to do. This is a fun one that I have just ripped around. So I was trying to think of a way to make it simpler, and for those of you that don't always have access to maybe printers and computers quite as much as some of the rest of us, I struck upon the idea of getting out some of my washi tape. Oh, washi tape. Hello, hello, hello. So I started looking at some of it and going, oh my gosh, hello, hello. We'll just put those on paper and we'll make some of the small embellishments that way. It does a couple of things. It uses up some of my washi tape stash, so I don't feel guilty, quite so guilty, and then I'm free to buy more. It is pretty. I mean, they have some wonderful designs. I'm not trying to promote any specific. I mean, there are tons of places where you can buy fabulous washi tapes. But, excuse me, I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring out those and I'm going to turn them into some fun embellishments. So that's the first step. And let me show you some of these. Like, for instance, this butterfly. Look how fun. I just took that and taped it onto the back of some of my scrap paper that I had coffee dyed. This is a cutoff from a page that I was making. And look what a fun background it makes for those. And of course, for an embellishment to use on here, I would just cut one butterfly. And I could fussy cut around it, or I could just use the square. I could round the corners. I could ink my edges. I mean, there's tons of things that we can do for that process. Okay, we'll put that one away. Just want to show you a couple of these before we get started. And then here, I love this because I absolutely adore vintage. So this one is all old typewriters. And see there again. Isn't that fun? I love the idea. So the sky's the limit on turning this kind of washi tape into such a super cool embellishment, depending on what you put the tape on. Coffee dyed papers, tea dyed papers, or color papers, or scrapbooking papers, or book pages, or etc., etc. This is a favorite one. Okay, let me find. This gives you a pretty good idea because I've done a lot of these. Let me just kind of spread some of these out. And then I'll show you just the different looks. I think I want to come in a little bit closer. Let's see. So you can see the difference. For instance, look at the difference just in how this is put on. This was a zip code, some old ephemera, and this I haven't rounded the corners or inked around the edge, but I might. But this one is all finished, ready to be an embellishment somewhere, and it's nice and stiff because this was put on the file folder. So just a difference in that. Let's see, where's another one that shows you the difference? Okay. This one is put on this vintage writing paper. And then this one is that same zip code. So just differences in your papers, you guys, makes a huge, huge impact. Isn't this pretty? And I am doing a a custom order for a wonderful client of mine who wants a purple journal. And this might work beautifully for that. So just, you know, you get the idea. Okay, I want to show you just a couple more before we get into it. Are these kitties just the most adorable? On some music paper, on some more of the writing paper. These, look at this, ledger paper written on. On pink. That's not been finished yet. Of course, it looks nice just the way it is. This one has been finished. And Valentine's is coming up. Got to think about that maybe too. And one more. This is a large roll of washi tape, and I loved it, I ordered it, but I haven't used it a whole lot. But look what it does when I put it on papers, different papers. See how much more interesting it is? I love it on the book pages. I just love it on these book pages. And then I did one on the back of this pink cardstock. So this can be, I'll probably do the corner rounder on these. But after it's inked, or it could be even ripped around, whatever. These are just so much fun. Okay, so enough about that. Let me move these out of the way. So you want to have, let's see, we probably better scooch that out a little bit now. Okay, so you want to take a base paper, and I just, like I said, I had these from leftover file folders, and I inked around the edge. I did a corner rounder. I actually used this corner rounder. I have a big, humongous corner rounder, and it doesn't work as well. Maybe I just need to get new blades for it. But anyway, or cut it yourself or leave it plain. So we start with this, and then we just start to build. So let me grab some little pile of papers. Okay, let's see. That's about the same thing. Maybe? Well, let's try that. Gonna bring in this. I grab whatever is handy to use. You can tell I have inked. Some people just ink around it, they just do it in the air. That doesn't usually work for me. So let's just start, and we'll just make one. I am really looking forward to my creative process in 2019. And I have to tell you, you guys, I am sharing it with you, all my very great friends. We are moving. We are moving this year. Closer to the middle of these great United States of America, to be closer to our adult children and our grandchildren. So I am not being too terribly fussy about putting it on. Okay, so we got one little spot there. And if you were to do assembly line and have several backgrounds and then just, you know how to do that, then I would do one thing on several at the same time. But for demonstration purposes, I'm not doing that. Okay, so now I want something a little different. So let's rip. Let's just rip a little bit. Anyway, I don't know about the rest of you, but I will be actually very glad to see the end. I'm glad to see the end of 2018. It was a difficult year health-wise for my wonderful husband. He is still recovering from his second major back surgery. And so health-wise, it's been a tough one. I'm sure things could have been worse, and we were definitely blessed through all of these things, but still, you know, we sometimes like to put a period on some things that are just maybe a little bit tougher than others, and I certainly am not complaining by any stretch of the imagination, because the Lord has been very, very good to us. But we're really excited he retired. That was a great thing in 2018. He did retire, and we are moving this next year, so that's fabulous. Okay, so I've just put a few little things on there. I've extended the edge on some of that. Just used little stick glue to tack it down. Now I want to do some fabric. So let's see. I'm reaching out here. I have all kinds of different embellishments and fabrics and laces, and you get the idea. All right, that's a something. Do I want to use that? Okay, I'm going to show you guys something, but you have to promise not to make fun of me, okay? If I show you this. Alrighty. Ooh. This is some of my smaller laces and little bits of fabric here and there. So I pull from that. Oh, Rhonda! Oh my goodness. One of my things I need to do this year, absolutely for sure, is to use up a lot of my scraps. That's going to be one of my goals. And this is one of those projects that kind of does that. All right. I'm kind of in a purple thing right now. So let's just do that. We'll cut a piece. We'll kind of fray it a little bit more. Do we want it to be all nice and straight? Probably not. Let's do that. See, I've just kind of given it a little bit of a fold. Can you see that? And I'm just going to stitch just right there for now. Don't go away. I'm here. Oh, okay, so adjust my thread to stitch at a 2.8. And one thing, for those of you that have followed me for a while, you will know that as a quilter, I've been really kind of anal about clipping my threads closely to my projects. Did you notice? You guys? Hello? Yeah? Yeah! I'm still not going to have long hanging threads like some do, which there's nothing wrong with that, but the quilter in me still can't go quite that far. But I'm progressing. I'm making progress, guys. Okay, so that's looking kind of cool. Let's just let's see, let's put a little bit of lace. Lace is always a good idea. And if I wanted to, see, this is a very nice, pretty piece of lace. And now I am, but I don't throw that away. I put that in my save it to make your own fabric. Remember, I've got a video on that. Don't throw it away. Okay, so now I want to pull at this just a little bit. I just want to grunge that up just a teeny bit. And, well, you know, why not? We'll just do this a little bit. We'll put a little bit of ink on that. Okay. I like that. Now, look, is that gorgeous? That's really cool. I like that. Or we could put it over here. See, there's just so many things you can do. Now what I want to show you, what I'm going to do is take my washi tape, and as you all know, some washi tapes, it's really a curiosity why they're called tape. Because they don't stick. What did I did here? Okay, those are two. Ooh, okay, those are long. Okay, I think those are just a little bit too long. So I'm going to roll this back up. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, we will go with this one. And I will show you how to do this one. All right. I just want you to see how easy it is. You can, if you're doing a whole bunch of them, then just, of course, put a lot of them down. But for this one, let's see, let's go with, make it a pink background. This is pink and coffee dyed background with lines. I think I'm going to give it a try. Let's see, do I want my lines up and down or across? I think we'll do across this time. Okay, so press it down, and if you need to, you can certainly, you know, use your stick glue to press it down. And this one, I am just going to kind of eyeball it, and I'm cutting around, sort of rounding my corners as we go. Okay, so here we have this fun little, and it's given it that pinkish cast with the lines in it because of the background there. So then we have an addition. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think I want to, first of all, I want to ink my edges. And hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't look up at the camera and then I'm like, oh, I didn't show anything on screen. That's another thing I need to be better about in 2019. Well, there's a lot of things I need to be better about. Let's face it, we've got a lot of room to grow. Okay, I'm going to put this on here, but first of all, I'm going to stitch just a little bit on here just for some fun, and then I will add my embellishment. And I bought, the other day, I was in Joann's Fabric, And they had, I didn't realize it, but they had their threads, all of their threads on sale for 50% off. And that's always when I restock. So that was kind of fun. I bought some more threads, and I got some variegated I use dual purpose threads. Okay. You can see on the back. So I stitched, and then I just added a little bit of zigzag right there. So I just have to decide which is going to be the right side. This will be the right side. Do I want it there? Okay. Here. I think I like that. Or do I like that? I really like that. This is, you know, this is the part where if you're doing it assembly line, that's a good thing to do on these, because then you can just, you know, you just take it, and because you got all these others that you're slapping down too, you just like, there, that's good. And then you just move on. So now what I'm going to do, another thing that you can add to give yourself a fun, different little something, and this is tape that it's foam tape on both sides. This green plaid peels off, so I can, oops, there, I apologize, there we go, Rhonda. Okay, let's get that a little closer so you can see. Okay, so I've put a little bit of foam tape on there, and I'm just going to peel off carefully my embellishment. I'm still torn, you guys. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with this. And there we have, oh, now that's too close. There we have a finished embellishment that this could even be done with a large paper clip, could be, you know, in a little tug spot, whatever. Okay, that is the deal. So go ahead, you guys, get busy, get creative, and just make some of these amazing, fun embellishments. Just get a whole bunch. I know Gayle had this little plastic bag that was just stuffed full of all kinds and sizes of these, that she was just, as she was directing pockets, making of, using up her book pages, she just found one and put it on, and fabulous. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to this 2019 with you. Until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye now.